Good morning, viewer. Biendas here. Here's a most amazing news from Tokyo and Hong Kong. With a history of spanning more than 1,200 years, Hadaka Matsuri or the Neck Festival is Japanese masculinity on full display, quite literally. Across Japan, in freezing winter, thousands of men strip naked except for a delicate piece of crotch covering with loincloth to jostle around their local shrines. Each participant tries to get as close as possible to a man playing the role of Shin Otoko, a good man who wears a bad luck. On one hand, the ritual illustrates Japan's steadfast respect for tradition and cultural heritage, but on the other, its insistence on excluding women, only men are considered pure in the traditional Japanese culture, bears all the hallmarks of one of the country's greatest modern struggles, gender inequality. To this day, men hold the country's highest offices and most of the top jobs at prestigious private firms. Last year, the World Economic Forum ranked Japan 125th in its Global Gender Gap Index report, far below other G7 countries such as Germany, Britain and the United States. It was just a few spots ahead of India and Saudi Arabia, both notoriously poor performers on gender equality. Some women in Japan still battle deep-rooted culture expectation that requires them to take the role of sufu or housewife, experts say. Meanwhile, the country's painstakingly long work hours and male-centric institutional culture conspire further against women who are already burdened disproportionately by more family duties than men. But in the next festival, women have recently found hope. Even the country's most entrenched male-centric tradition was recently subverted by another wrinkle in the national fabric, a shrinking population. In February, as the number of male participants dwindled, the country's oldest Hadaka Matsuri at the Konomiya Sarani in central Japan welcomed 41 women to take part of the first time next festival. One reason to permit women to participate in such a traditional festival is due to the shortage of men, said Mikiko Eto, Emerita professor who specializes in gender politics at Hosei University in Tokyo. The number of young men is declining rapidly. Women should be welcome because of shortage of male participants, so we have been very welcome them. Harunuko Nishio, 57 years, a member of an alumni club for Sino Otoko involved in organizing the Hadaka Matsuri at the Konomiya Sarin, recalled last year the festival had only 1,700 attendees, only one-fifth of pre-pandemic crowds. Biendas exclusive report.